scent of the day and a package. Stay tuned, y'all. Okay, so I am off from work. That is why in the beginning of this video you see me in my car. That was me heading to work, and now I am off. So the package that I received, I didn't know who it was from at first, but I figured out who it was from because I didn't recognize his real name versus his Instagram name or his YouTube channel name. On here it says his name is Jerry Nyland, but his Instagram name and YouTube channel name is Juicy Fuego. And I don't advertise or announce every little thing I do, but I do share fragrances with people. I share samples, decants, I send bottles out, and I do all kinds of things behind the scenes that people don't see. And you don't always have to brag about things to people to let people know how good you are or whatever the case may be. But I shared some fragrances with this person who has a very good channel, might I add. So you may need to go check him out, Juicy Fuego. He sent me some samples. He messaged me one day and said, "Hey man, I got your package that you sent." He said, "I'm gonna have to put you a package together." And I told him he didn't have to do that. I don't do it for acknowledgement or to be receiving things, although receiving things does feel good, but for the most part he didn't have to send me anything. So he did, and this package was told to me by the office that it was here yesterday, but obviously nobody told me, so I didn't know. But I picked it up today, and I got a big surprise in this box. So this is the box that it came in, a little small box, and has some carded samples. Some of the samples are the same. I'll go ahead and take this out of here. That's all that's in there. All right, so the samples that he sent are carded samples of Armani Codes Absolute by Giorgio Armani. This is the Parfum Pour Homme edition. So he sent 3 of these. One of these I will be sampling for myself. The other 2 I'm probably just gonna stick in a package and gift to somebody. He also sent me a sample set of Gucci Guilty Absolute Pour Homme, in which I already had Gucci Guilty Absolute, the bottle. I bought it from TJ Maxx when I found it, and I should have kept it just to keep it. But I went to Ulta before I opened it. I smelled it in Ulta. I didn't like it because it has like this dry kind of vibe to it, and I didn't care for it. It was aggressive. It was too strong. I took it back. I should have kept it. I went back to Ulta some months later and I smelled it again and I liked it. So go figure. But anyway, that's what he sent me, a little sample of Gucci Guilty Absolute Pour Homme. And I'm not even gonna go through this because I already know what it smells like. He sent me Ferrari's Radiant Bergamot, but I already had this fragrance in a bottle, and I think I traded it or sold it to somebody, one of the two. But I do have Noble Fig, which is my top favorite, and Bright Neroli from this line also. But this is not a bad fragrance. I just didn't care for it enough to keep it. Somebody wanted it. It was theirs. So Ferrari's Radiant Bergamot. He sent me Says fragrances of Ireland, Patrick. No, fragrances of Ireland, Patrick Hand, decanted. So I'm guessing the name of it is Fragrances of Ireland. Okay. Never smelled this one before, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it directly on skin. Smells like vetiver or I don't know. It's kind of soapy smelling. Very clean. It's nice. I like that. For a clean, fresh scent. Smells kind of soapy. I've smelled this DNA in something else before, but I like it. I'm not sure if that's like vetiver, because vetiver is more of like a, I don't know. It smells almost citrusy to me, but this, I'm not sure what that is, but it's very clean. It smells soapy. It's fresh. I like it. So, now we're getting down to some interesting ones. This decant is John Varvatos Vintage. And it comes in this little case. It's plastic. Pretty nice size decant. And it just slides back in here facing frontwards like this. And I'm gonna put a little bit on skin. That's nice. I own quite a few John Varvatos fragrances. I have 5 in total. And this one, to me, smells the absolute best. That is very, very nice. And I wish I could find this in a bigger bottle size. What does it smell like? Ugh. I'm not really good at telling you what certain fragrances smell like, but I definitely can. I think I'm picking up like something slightly sweet. It's not aggressive or anything like that. It can be worn spring and summer. Definitely not a cool weather scent. Probably not gonna last long. It's nice though. I like that. That is very nice. John Varvatos Vintage. And again, if y'all have smelled any of these fragrances, please let me know in the comment section what you think about them. If you liked them, if you didn't like them, if you would have passed on them, whatever the case may be. So before I get to the last fragrance from Juicy Fuego, my scent of the day was from the house of Zara. I talked about this fragrance at the beginning of my fragrance journey, and I need to do an update video, but this is Zara's 9.0. And I think this is probably the first purchase I made from the house of Zara, I want to say. Says on the bottle it has bergamot, juniper, coriander, pepper, cardamom, orris, vetiver, amber, and cedar wood. And what do I get when I smell this fragrance? I get this. And there may be some people out there saying, well, what the hell is that? It is the Uomo version of Valentino. Valentino Uomo. That is what I get with Zara's 9.0. The 9.0 version is a little bit, not much, but it's a little bit fresh. It's not as aggressive as the Valentino is, because if you do too many sprays of this one, it will choke out an elephant herd. Not just one elephant, a herd of elephants. This one is slightly more fresher, but it does still have that kind of iris smelling DNA, that powderiness to it. It smells fantastic. The performance on this is not bad, and for 20 bucks, you cannot beat going with Zara's 9.0 versus finding something like this and paying $70, $80, $90, $100 for it. I'd pay $20 for this all day. So that's my scent of the day, Zara 9.0. Now, last but not least, from the package I got from Juicy Fuego, I was definitely not expecting this. I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for any of this. And he blessed me with this fragrance, and I appreciate it greatly. I messaged him as soon as I got the package earlier and busted open, and I saw that this was in the box. I couldn't believe it. I actually instantly called Trey Scents to tell him about, I couldn't believe it, but I didn't get an answer, but he did call back several minutes later. And he's always said this from day one, that I have some of the loyalist subscribers, and I do, and I appreciate them greatly. But I did not ask for this, and I appreciate it greatly once again. He sent me a 50 ml EDT of Chanel's Platinum Egoist Pour On. Freaking believable. I'm lost for words on this one. I've received many a gift. The mayor of Detroit, Blue Day Chanel, Dior Sauvage EDP. I was gifted Dior Homme Cologne. There are some other ones that I was gifted, but this is right up there at the top, man. I told the story one time before. I was in Belts, which is across the street here, and I was looking at the Platinum Chanel mainly because I heard Biggie say it in one of his raps, and it was kind of expensive. But this particular time I had some Belts bucks, and I got a discount because I applied for a Belts credit card, and they give a discount for that here. I was going to get the Platinum Egoist and the Chanel Allure Homme Sport O Extreme, but the guy talked me out of it. He said you don't need two freshies, so I went with the one I thought was the better choice, was the O Extreme, and I got Missoni at a discounted price because I picked up. So if you get two, you get one for, I think it was like half price or something like that. And I regretted getting Missoni. I like Missoni. It's just, I don't know. To me, it just seems bland, kind of boring to me. But I passed on this one, and I regretted it ever since. And now I have it in my collection. So thank you, Juicy Fuego, for the whole entire package, not just for this. I appreciate it greatly. So shout out to you for this one. Salute. I am out of here, y'all. I need to get in the shower. I am tired, and I got to be to work in the morning. So for those of you who actually care, I started my new job on Monday. I am loving the new job. I'm in shipping and receiving. I am on a forklift almost all day. I still work at the wood yard just on Saturdays. I want to try to stay active in their system. For one, I can still get them bonus checks, being that I'm still employed with them. Number two, if something happens at this job, then I can always fall back and go back full time to them until I can find something else. So, it's a no-brainer for me. So yes, technically I'm working 3 jobs now. I got my night job I just got off from, which is this one. I still got my new day job, and I'm still working at the lumber yard, which that's where I got to go in the morning from 8 to 1. So that is the reason why you don't see a lot of videos from me like I used to do. Somebody messaged me earlier today and said, hey man, I just want to reach out and see if you were okay. We miss your daily videos, and I miss kind of doing the daily videos, but it's just kind of hard for me sometimes getting off from one job. I need a break for myself, not just come home, jump in front of a camera. That's why I try to do my videos on the weekend where I have more time. But hey, can't satisfy everybody, you know. So anyway, I'm out of here, y'all. Here is I'm gonna grab a bunch of this stuff here. Smelling great, y'all. Peace. Stay safe out there, y'all.